Good morning. There it is, Get Clean, Martin John. I've had a request by a very nice gentleman, a friend of mine, that's asked me to put a post up about what cocaine addiction does to you financially, how it ruins your finances. I'll make this as short and as brief as possible. I'm going to show you two pictures. I want you to look at them. Can you see that? That's a very, very old fashioned truck, a scrap metal lorry. That's where it all began for me. And I ended up with this, which was one of 7. Can you see it? I don't want to brag, but that car was £170,000. And I'm not putting this video post up on YouTube to brag about my own finances and my wealth, which I had and which was stolen from me by cocaine addiction. The point I'm trying to make, when you're addicted to the white powder, it will creep up on you very quickly. From half a gram, which is £50 or $50 or €50, whatever country you live in. Then it goes to a gram, which is £100, $100, €100. It goes on and on and on and on. At the time, you don't think it's a lot, spending £100 a week or £50 a week on a bit of white powder, which is complete shit. If you multiply that times 4, then times it by 12, you'll be shocked, horrendous. You're working to pay for your habit, which is turning you into an undesirable person. You're losing your character, you're losing your way in life, you're losing everything that you ever worked for just to shove heavily cut white powder up your nose. And eventually, even like myself, very extremely wealthy man, the money ran out because it had to. I'm not going to divulge into what I was spending on cocaine because it's in the book. And yes, I was spending £2,000 to £3,000 a week on the powder. But that's irrelevant whether you're spending 2,000 or 200. It's still the same scenario. Your bank balance is going to be zero. You're going to try and find other avenues to draw some money in, whether it be a loan, selling your goods and shackles that you work for, or the most popular one that people do is go to their family and friends to get money off them. Tell them lies, not stories, lies. People might say they're stories, but they're not, they're lies, just to feed your habit. You work all month to get your £1,600, £2,000, whatever wages you get. And within a week, your money's gone. You've shoved it all up your nose, you've got to pay a few bills off, and you're struggling to buy a fucking Greggs sausage roll with a coffee on a Monday morning. How embarrassing is that? So when you talk about finance, what it will do to you, it will absolutely crucify you. You will think about this when you're going to work, when you're slogging your bollocks off, male and female, and at the end of it, all you're doing with it is paying someone to buy heavily cut white powder, which is a load of old rubbish. Your mother and father never brought you up to do that. Because I know. It doesn't matter what background you come from. It will get hold of you very quickly and your finances will be in dire trouble. The reason I'm putting this post up because a lot of people tend to think they do a gram or 2 grams a month, a couple of £100, it's not the end of the world. Just think what you could do with that money. How you could better your life, better your future, better your quality of life. And it makes me laugh. So-called users, myself, eventually when you go into a shop and you want to buy a pair of trainers for your kid, or you want to buy some decent grub for your family, or a bit of groceries, or petrol, or everyday living, you moan, I ain't paying £50 for a pair of trainers, fuck that, I'll get a pair for a tenner. But you're willing to put your last £100 up your nose. You're putting the powder before yourself, before your family, before your future, before your well-being. And it will get worse if you do not put a stop to it now. Your finances will be so bad you won't be able to sleep, but you'll keep going, you'll keep sniffing, because you think you've got these big dreams, these great big stories, these big hopes that you're going to be rich. Wrong. You'll end up in the gutter, mate, with no money for food, and there won't be no more people you can turn to draw cash from because you've closed all them avenues down already. Get a fucking grip. Stay clean.